This We the People News. Not an attorney, not giving legal advice. Why? Because I didn't sign a contract to be an attorney. It's just my opinion. Hearsay. All right. What am I going to say? Never look straight forward. Always look around you. All right. Be able to protect yourself by any means necessary. Arm yourself with knowledge. Okay. We're going to proceed a little bit more. He said it wasn't very long, but this is taking forever. Doesn't stop it from being true or false, but it's interesting. So, I do want to bring up my opinion. Okay. Religiously speaking, I am led to believe and do believe that if it is true of the end of days, when the Antichrist is supposed to come, right? I am led to believe the Pope is going to be the witness, saying he is, the one upstairs, bringing false witness. Okay? So, and I'll just leave it at that, due to my research. Okay? So, if this is not really intended to insult any religious deal, it's just calling out things that it's in writing. Okay? And certain process in writing that certain people are making claims to. Okay? I'm arm length from it, okay? I'm going to deflect like the officers do, okay?
Two or more persons.
Or what the judges do. Oh, side note, speaking of judges, shit, I didn't want this video to be this long. Leto's Law came out with a video earlier. Here in Texas, quick version, bad guy went into a house. The house was fixing to be sold and all that. People were moving and all that kind of stuff. Bad guy went into the house. He kind of barricaded himself in the house. Officers went in there and did flashbangs, and the bad guy pum himself and created a heck of a mess. Well, the Institute for Justice was filing a lawsuit under the Fifth Amendment of the Taking Clause. Okay? Without the due process. And which was actually a legit question. All right? The Supreme Court actually didn't do their job. Surprise, surprise. All right? Because according to the paperwork, the courts would actually have to benefit the people and rule against the other side. Well, that would cause too much controversy for the other side that feeds them. Right? With all these banknotes. And if they did any rulings, it would also upset some of the people because it would change a lot of things. All right? And so check out Leto's Law, and check out that Supreme Court dropping that case and saying, hey, you guys need to fight about this some more. Well, no, we don't. There was enough people fighting about it. They needed to go ahead and settle the matter. That's what they're there for. But there was too much of a coward to do it because of controversy on both sides.
Conspired to injure, oppress, threaten, or intimidate any person in any state, territory, commonwealth, possession, or district in the free exercise or enjoyment of any right or privilege secured to him by the constitutional laws of the United States, or because of his having so exercised the same, they shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 10 years or both. I should probably change that. We'll take that off.
That's not long enough.
Sorry?
10 years isn't long enough.
Yeah, you got that right. and bar members are deemed to know the law. Officers of the court have no immunity when violating a constitutional right, for they're deemed to know the law. Where any state proceeds against an individual in a judicial forum, it's well settled that the state, county, municipality, etc., waives any immunity to counters, cross claims, complaints by direct or collateral means regarding the matters involved. Therefore, it was deliberate, calculated, and malicious. So that's
And I'm going to go with furthermore, right? So there is in Texas a law 39, Criminal Code 39, that attends to government officials, all of them, okay? But when you sign that complaint, nobody actually follows the law and actually charges anybody. Well, I mean, when you look up these wink laws called codes, rules, regulations, and all that, well, there's a particular type of codes in there saying that's illegal to us. But when they actually have a statute, codes, rules, and regulations to them, they get to ignore it because nobody would do the job. And furthermore, that's what the bailiff is supposed to do in the courtroom anyway. Their job is to make sure that everything is everything's supposed to be bipartisan, okay? And if that bailiff sees a magistrate or judicial judge actually violate the Constitution, and I order that bailiff to arrest that judge or magistrate and all that, that happened in front of him. That bailiff must arrest that judge. If attorney is violating anything, he's arrested attorney. But because of our ignorance, because of our training and our brainwashing, we don't know these things. We vote for the sheriffs to be out there. Why do we need a sheriff? Why do we need them? If they're going to do the exact same thing as the local cops or the highway patrols and all that, why do we need a sheriff if they're going to violate the exact same alleged laws instead of arresting, maybe DPS, or instead of arresting local cops, or instead of arresting judges when they break these laws, right? Everything's got to have a warrant. We talked about Criminal Code 14, 15, and 16, right? Go directly to jail. The sheriff is supposed to arrest that officer, local officer, or DPS, if they don't take them to the nearest magistrate. Oh, but the magistrate's got to have some beauty sleep. No, they don't. They took the job. And by gosh, it doesn't hurt their feelings one bit waking up the judge to get a warrant. Does it? Hey, I need a warrant, 3 o'clock in the morning. Can you wake up, judge, and sign this warrant? Well, yes, I can. Just saying. Think about it.
essentially the whole thing. And I gotta serve this on the, I'm gonna send it to the U.S. Attorney General. It says under their rules I have to send it to the U.S. Attorney General. Matter of fact, I was looking up the U.S. Attorney General's website.
Eric has it posted on his Facebook.
It's 950 Pennsylvania Avenue. I just want to make sure, and then I want to get the zip code. Yeah, Northwest 20530-001.
If the courts are being corrupt, you can contact the FBI.
Yeah, right. That's going to help. 20530-0001.
I saw a case that was filed in Cook County, and it has to be heard in Texas just to get a fair trial.
Yeah, he ain't getting a fair trial in Texas.
Yeah, because well, the appellate judges, they're all getting sued under gang activity here in Texas.
Oh, but they're not here. A little strange.
So, that's pretty well it for this particular document. It's, I can't think of anything to put in there other than that. There's no use in making it any longer than I need to. It's just notice. And so, under their rules, you have to give them notice. So I'm giving them notice. Now, actually, the case has already gone to the Court of Appeals. So, but it doesn't say that I have to do it before I file the appeal. But the judge has to certify it and send something to the Attorney General. And so he can go ahead and do whatever he wants to do. I'm going to send him a copy. And so we'll see what happens from there.
Is that shareable on the wall? Or do you...
All right. So there we go on that. Okay. Now, that being said, if they are criminals, it don't matter if you go by civil rules of procedure, they don't obey it. If they are criminals, it don't mean it don't. And when you go to the common law section, they're not going to obey it. Why? Because nothing changed. Alleged criminal is still alleged criminal. Okay. They're presumed innocent until the grand jury finds them guilty. And to be honest, the grand jury is not going to be smart enough to find them guilty anyway. And I'm not being mean or for or against Donald Trump with his deal in New York, but that was a sham. Because of the vagueness of the suit. Nobody even knows what they was even voting on. They've just voted on against him just because of the name. But in paperwork, it was pretty much empty. Just saying. All right. These are We the People News. Bye, y'all.